Hello and welcome to Race Day for the Nissan Z GT4. First things first, let's add the upgrades we need now and then race through this whole thing. Just over 1.4 million M dollars, 351 gold for all threes. You get back 200,000 M and 55 gold, and you earn about another 250,000 M through this event. Actually more than that. So I would suggest you do this over 2 days. I'm not going to, because I want to get you guys this footage as soon as possible, see if there's any glitches along the way and all that stuff. So I decided let's look at this a little bit in driver view. We'll do a race like that later. First I need to familiarize myself with the car. I did no test runs. I just threw those upgrades on there. Boom, let's go. So I'm just gonna see what that's like. You know, it's handling pretty good. And what is... I'm just gonna listen to this at the next braking zone. The downshifts sound different in this car. It's interesting, just listen to this. It just sounds like it's downshifting faster than a lot of cars. I don't know if it is or if it's the tone. I like it. That's neat. I like to hear some unique things in cars. So, oh, I hit that wall. Okay, well, that's not very good. Little amateurist on my part. Like I said, I didn't do any test driving, so you're going to see my mistakes as I get a feel for this car. I'm going to dial it in. So this is something that people talk about a lot with no assist racing, because I have no assists on. So, no traction control, no brake assist, no steering assist. I'm running tilt B controls. My steering sensitivity is on 2. And people say, well, you've got to learn every single car at every single track, and that's really not true. You learn kind of one car at each track, and then you fine-tune it from there. So as I'm driving this thing, I'm starting to get a feel for it, kind of like, okay, I can brake a little bit later, oh, it's turning nicely, and things like that, and I'm making mental notes, and I will apply them as we get to other tracks. And you're going to notice this. You're going to notice me making quite a few mistakes at Silverstone, and then I'll do better as we encounter new tracks. Okay, so let's see this here. Average speed, I think that'll be no problem. Oh, I like that. They've got 2 decimal places for the kilometers per hour conversion. I find it very odd that they're listing the primary speed in miles per hour. The reason why, I mean, my American friends might not find that strange. And same with, friends of mine in, let's see here, Scotland, England. Anyway, the majority of the world uses the metric system. Like, it's about 95% of the world uses the metric system. So it's a little bit funny to see that listed when that is definitely not the primary measurement. By the way, another fun little fact from my American friends there. 99% of the world uses Celsius. Only 1% of the world uses Fahrenheit. So it's kind of funny there. But hey, no worries. I'm Canadian. I am fluid in both. So 7 degrees Fahrenheit is about 20 degrees Celsius. Maybe it's 71. But because Canada, we've got to be fluent in a lot of this stuff. So miles per hour, kilometers per hour, feet and inches, and then also in yards, and then also meters and centimeters, all that stuff. Okay, enough yammering on about all those things. I'm liking this car. I'm really liking this car. It has really good grip for the amount of speed and acceleration and brakes. Like, I like race cars, and this one handles very good. I'm pretty impressed, actually. I'm happy with the handling of this car. I'm starting to get more and more comfortable in it. Let's see here, as I get to Stowe, we should see less mistakes. We'll see though, again, I'm not really dialed in yet, okay? So I was braking a little bit later than I should have, perhaps. But sometimes it's the race line. Now that was definitely too late at Vale. So sometimes you can have the proper braking point, but the wrong race line. And that's something that people forget about when they're watching time trial videos that I've done, is that if you've got the perfect braking point, but the wrong race line, meaning where you are in the track and how your car is positioned, then it won't work. So there's multiple things going on. Sometimes being over just one tire width off of the preferred race line is too much for really optimal driving. Now that's getting pretty nitpicky though. I mean, usually you could be a bit, maybe, half a car width would be too much. Okay, some of these are really short. Now, the nice thing about having all threes right now, like, that's the upgrades we need to finish this event. I will be winning a lot of races, maybe all of them. So that's going to increase my earnings. So that's both M dollars increase and fame increase. Okay, so some people forget about that. The further back you finish, both currencies go down, not just one. And some of the deductions can be quite a lot. So I want to get maximum fame pay. Okay, this one's going to be all in driver view. And I just put out a video a couple of days ago where I went 100 kilometers at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in an endurance race, driving the Nissan Skyline GTR Group A BNR 32, aka Godzilla. Yes, that's a mouthful. So some people say that I can't do driver view and that it's not real if you don't do driver view. Okay, well, firstly, I can do driver view. It's very difficult here on that left pillar. Boy, is that ever a blind spot. But I can do it, and if you see that race, I challenge people who think they're really good at driver view to do that race. You'd be surprised. But it doesn't really matter what driver view you use, what race view you use. Whether it's this one, chase view, or bonnet view, those are really popular. And I really got to give kudos to a handful of people that commented on that video saying they don't really care what I use. And that's right. That's good. That's what gaming's all about, right? It's just what works for you. I did encounter at least one person who's able to get top time trial times in driver view. That's very impressive, and I love hearing from people like that. So there we go. This is, usually I would do more training if I was going to do driver view. This is a decent track for driver view because we don't have massive elevation changes. Like if you're at, let's see, Porsche short track, oh my, that's difficult when you're going uphill. You just get blind. And there's a few tracks like that. So I'm just going to switch her back here so I can start my next race in the right view. Here's a stage 1 rewards. Stage 2. Oh, Mount Panorama. Oh, that's going to be awesome in this car. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, I am going to use not the deepest braking points I use, but pretty deep because this isn't a really high-speed car. So let's just see here. Now he's gonna be coming over. I think that was just a short outlap. They should be driving normally here. So I'm gonna brake this way. You can take this very far over to the right. Okay, won't get slipstreaming too long. I'm glad slipstreaming's enabled. It breathes pretty well in all special events, but especially if it's a race car, we need that. And this point. Oh, I was braking too early. Okay, can I get you on the outside? Oh, sweet. This corner I only recently got comfortable in. This is one of the most complicated corners in the game, right there. Because it's a strange corner. It's got two different corners within that corner and an elevation change. So it's almost like a true corkscrew. Like, it's really weird at Laguna Seca. They call it the corkscrew, but it doesn't go around. Corkscrews don't go left and then right. They just keep going the same direction. So, but whatever. That one corner. This corner is also complicated because it's the reverse. So, but the corner feels more even. Like the actual rotation of the corner is just one turn, but it is changing in elevation as we take it. Now, I'm not so sure about this braking point coming up. I'm going to brake a little bit deep and we'll see what that gets me. Okay. Ooh, that felt too deep. Yeah, that was a little bit too deep. Okay. And then here, I think I'm going to wait till I'm seeing the curb on the left. Let's see what that's like. Oh, that's pretty good. Huh. Wow. This is a great car. I'm really having fun in this car. Especially with these upgrades. It's, you know what? With more upgrades, it probably gets more amazing, but I'm going to hold off on that. Who knows? There might be a sale. Okay, so 8 seconds of drafting with only 2 seconds of off-track allowed. Well, okay, I won't need any off-track. So I'm not going to worry about slipstreaming or drafting until I get near the lead. So let's just see here. I'm not going to try to get any right now. I'm not getting in hooked up at all right now. And... nothing logged. That's strange, isn't it? What about now? Okay, nothing logged. That's odd. W, get in front of you. Oh, no, I'm making some mistakes. I got a 1/10 of a second? What's going on here? I must have misread something. Slipstreaming's not work. Oh, drift! I thought it said draft. It says drift. Oh, okay, no problem. I kind of blew some of the sections I would do it in. Well, let's get a little bit drifty here. And let's get a little bit drifty here. I guess we're going to drift at the top of the mountain. Woo! Guess we're going to drift at the top of the mountain a bit. Oh, this is kind of crazy. Drifting through this. Oh! I am going to tag that wall. That's okay. Well, that's kind of fun. I like drifting stages. Okay, well, no problem. Oh, I've already got all my drifting, and oh, well, a little bit of bonus drifting for you guys. Okay, drifting, not drafting. Okay, well, there we go. Now, usually drafting is more what you're going to hear in, United States, NASCAR. They're going to say drafting all the time. I've never heard an announcer say slipstreaming. I mean, maybe they have. Seems to me they did get a British announcer in there, so maybe he is. But slipstreaming seems to be more in other racing series, maybe all of the other ones. I don't know. But I know certainly in Formula One you hear slipstreaming. You don't hear it in NASCAR. But same principle. Okay. Stinking nice car. Absolutely no off track as required there. Didn't take any. I'll avoid that. Okay, let's see. Average speed. Okay, I think that's going to be no problem at all and should be fun. Again, I love seeing the 2 decimal place conversion. That's nice. It makes it nice and accurate. Even though we only get a single decimal place here, but that's all right. Okay, I think I'll hit average speed pretty quickly. Oh, he's going to be kind of in the wrong spot for me there, Mr. Smith. Oh, well, let's go around you, get a little push from you just for a tiny bit. Remember, anytime your speed turns yellow, you are slipstreaming. And I haven't heard people argue this for a while now. People used to argue that it doesn't actually work. And I've proven this time and time again. Like, there's speeds you can hit while you're slipstreaming. You can't hit them any other way. Like, it definitely works. Also helps in fuel stages, because fuel in this game works as a function of time, not as a function of RPMs like it should. So the more track you cover in the given time, the more fuel you will have. So it's an interesting little tidbit there. And of course, in real life, while you're slipstreaming, if you're in the slipstream, like if you're leading it, that's going to be hard on you. But if you're in the slipstream, you can really reduce your gas. Well, actually, even if you're leading the slipstream, the 2 of you or 3 of you or 4 of you, you're going to have a little bit of fuel savings. But anyhow, it's kind of cool. Zoe, what are you doing there, Zoe? You're way back there. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to learn from this braking point. Have you noticed? Did you notice how well I'm driving up Mount Panorama versus Silverstone? Right? I didn't practice Mount Panorama in this car. Everything you're seeing is me doing this. So that's because I took mental notes from Silverstone and I've applied them here. And you can see it's working. I haven't been flying off track. I hit a wall or two, but nothing huge. I've had no major mistakes. So that just shows that you don't need to learn every single car at every single track. You learn one car on each track, and then you tweak from there. There's always trial and error, but you can see I'm doing pretty good now. This time I have no idea, because I'm getting control of this car late. No idea what my speed was. So you can really throw your rhythm off where you get control of the car. Okay, this is again, that corner approach was bad. Target speed. Let's just gonna see what this is like. So interesting thing that someone figured out long while ago, and I think the developers are working on this. We had a mistake. I'm trying to remember. I think was it the Ford rally car? Was it the Toyota? It was definitely one of the rally cars. And I'm going to say it was at Circuit of the Americas. It was impossible to do a certain event because of the speed. And what someone figured out is that when they were setting the PR, by the way, check this out, how well I'm taking this. I'm proud of that, guys. That corner has been the bane of my existence for like 8 years. Well, not the bane of my whole existence. That's how the saying goes. Okay, so getting back to this. PR requirements. So on a required PR event, we are used to doing all 3s for upgrades. That's the cheapest way to do it. However, it seems like the developers would max out the engine, max out the drivetrain, and go down the list like that, so they're not even applying any brakes or tires and wheels. So what ends up happening? Well, you get a really fast car that's not handling as good. And it seems like that's what they were doing as far as setting speed targets. And so someone remembered that, one of the EA Creator Network guys remembered that and let the developers know that they've got to make sure they're not doing it. It was something that was happening with the old developers as well. So it's not just the new developers, don't want to just jump on them. But kudos to them, they did a lot of research and realized that there was some things. So I'm not giving away all the details, but hopefully we shouldn't see stuff like that in the future. Now, I was interested to see that hitting speed there wasn't necessarily easy, so it does make me wonder if they've done that again. But because at this point, you do not need the upgrades I've got. So, but you can see it worked, right? I hit speed just fine with all threes for upgrades, and hopefully there's no other problems in this event. Boy, I like this car. I mean, at Mount Panorama, my goodness. This car is so awesome here. Like, look at that. You can power. I could have got on the throttle even earlier because I had so much more to go before I was near the wall. This is a good car, guys. Hey, good job, developers. I'm going to have to send them a message there. I think they did a great job on this car. It handles very nicely. I like the downshifts, the tone of the downshifts, and the speed, which just seems to make, in a race car, yeah, we should hear some faster downshifting. And maybe the other race cars are that way and it's just the tone. Oh my, I did pretty good on that one. I didn't clip the wall that time. And that makes me happy. Okay, look at this. How deep do I have to go before I hit speed? Oh, there's a lot of track left. There's a lot of track left after that. I don't think that's actually a problem. See? Look at that. I did much better on that braking zone. And I'm going to take this pretty deep. I think I can even take 2 tires off track here. So anytime you take 2 tires off track and you're on the brakes, you're increasing your braking distance. That's the worst braking distance in the game. More on that in a bit. There's stage 2 rewards. Here we are at stage 3 and we are at Spa. I am looking forward to this car at Spa. Okay, so what I was just talking about was anytime you have 2 tires off track, you are increasing your braking distance. Believe it or not, the shortest braking distance you'll experience in this game is with all 4 tires off track, which in a way makes sense because they're kind of digging in, but in a way it doesn't make sense because I shouldn't get better braking on grass than I do on asphalt or concrete, but that's the way it works. So then it begs the question, if the car brakes worse with 2 tires off track, why would you ever take 2 tires off track heading into a braking zone? The answer is race line or trajectory. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. So I'm taking 2 tires off track there just for a little bit because it enables me to round the corner more and carry more speed. You'll see the exact same done in real racing when they're racing, when there's asphalt on either side of the curb. Ooh, not grass. Sorry, I was oohing because I was kind of curious if I could take that full throttle. So in real life racing, like actually at the very last corner of Spa, you will regularly see people take tires way over the line if they can, like when it's not a penalized situation. There's no grass there. So they're taking it as wide as they can. Oh, little tap. They take it as wide as they can to increase trajectory or get a better race line. That enables them to get on the throttle sooner. Yeah, all these things are, woo boy, a little bit sloppy there. Corner with no name, I believe is what the actual name is the corner with no name. And of course, most people know Pouan Corner, one of the most famous corners in racing. Don't really know why, but it is. Well, I could be wrong. Maybe it's not one of the most famous corners, but anyway, it's quite the corner. And this corner coming up here, oh, I forget the name of it now. De La Sarthe? No, not Sarthe. Nuts. That's Le Mans. I forget. But from that corner to the last chicane is 22% of a lap, so it's very important. There's 2 extremely important corners at Spa. Well, I mean, arguably every single corner is important, but corners that have huge speed runs after them are a little more important, because small mistakes are greatly they are exponentially worse on these long runs. Okay, well that's not too bad, down to 60%. Going off track is going to make that a lot worse for you if you're going to find your tires wearing much quicker. Okay, actual slipstreaming event this time, not the fictitious one I had dreamed up. All right, so I'm not going to worry about slipstreaming until I am at the first place car, because as I said, I'm going to try to win everything. I'm going to really short break that one, zip around him. Okay, so corner one. After corner one, 25% of a lap happens between corner one and Lacombe, the top of the hill. Now in this car, I'm not 100% sure. I think I have to brake for Eau Rouge, so that does break that up a little bit. Perhaps with more upgrades, I wouldn't have to, hard to say. Definitely, I don't think it's much more than a little tap is needed there. Whoa, sorry. Passing that guy at Radeon, that's really risky. So getting up to, I've only got 19 units of slipstreaming in. I say units because it's not meters and it's not yards. What is it? I'm going to leave that one. Most of you guys know by now. The conversion is 2.25 meters for every meter traveled. So very strange. Ooh, I kind of blew Bruxelles. That's interesting. Was not expecting to blow Bruxelles. That was kind of close, wasn't it? Close quarters with him. Okay, there's the first place car. I will get my slipstreaming in on the first place car. What do we have here? A Porsche. Mr. Porsche. Now, this is a nice time to switch to driver view or bonnet view. Really helps you to keep your eyes on this guy, because this is a no damage stage, and I did make the mistake of getting too close and cracking my windshield. Boom, it was over. I had to redo it. So this helps me to keep my eye on him. Bonnet view is actually a little bit better, because you can really keep your eyes on him while still getting a sense of where your car is on the track. With bumper cam, you really can't see what's going on. So now that's it. It's an extremely long elimination race, like 40 seconds per car. That's pretty long. 20 seconds is normal. We had a race at Suzuka West Circuit in a really old series where it was, I loved it actually. It was a massive field of cars and it was like 5 seconds per car. I'm trying to remember which that series was. I almost want to say it's the Koenigsegg 1-1, but I don't think I'm right. I know it was really fast cars though. Someone's going to remember. I remember being in trouble at Spoon Corner. But if you can remember the series, let me know. I can't remember it off the top of my head which one that was. It was definitely at Suzuka. I want to say West Circuit, might have been Grand Prix. I want to say it was West Circuit though. Again, I could be wrong on that one. Definitely Suzuka was the track. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is going to be long. Well, I'm just taking this opportunity to really get a feel of this track. This one does say no off track. It's not really no off track, but if you're off track too much, you definitely will fail. So bear that in mind, take it easy. But I'm just trying to get a really good sense of how hard can I push it. And so I'm pushing it. Pouan Corner is so stressful because if you fly off here, you're just so far from the walls. I mean, you need to be for safety reasons, because it'd be very dangerous if the wall was right there, because that's a very high-speed corner in some cars. So, yeah, we do have to be careful there. My goodness. Am I going to get to Eau Rouge again? Yeah, I will. Wow. I hope the pay is good for this race. Sometimes they don't calculate. With elimination races, they very rarely get the calculations accurate. Like, they usually just give you 1 lap pay, but most of the time, you're going more than 1 lap in an elimination race. Definitely more in this one. But you're getting a chance to see me dialing in a track in a car, and how it's easier and easier for me with each new track. I'm already comfortable at that track because I already know what I'm expecting in the car. There's always a few things, like Eau Rouge is always a bit of a wild card. There's not a lot of cars that take Eau Rouge flat out, but a handful. I'll get through it again. Eau Rouge, through Radion, and up Camel. Okay, and the time's about to run out, and we will get on to what is coming next. So what happens if I drive a little bit more? Oh yeah, he jerks it over to the left. You little jerk. No, I don't mean that. Wonder if I'm going to max out. I'm probably going to max out the earnings. All right, hit that pedal, baby. Oh, I think this race will end once I get in first place. I think. If that's the case, I'm going to push it hard. Oh, we're going to formation drive. Yep. I wouldn't have been able to get an inside overtake. I was going to slipstream off him, but he was a lot slower than I thought. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get around Cohen here. Go outside a little bit. So, oh, it wasn't great. Get around you. Good. I didn't want to tap him. Camaro there. Let's keep flying. I want to end this race first lap. That'd be awesome. Be a little bit more careful around you, Mr. Audi. No. That was a Mercedes. I was wrong. There's got to be an Audi out here somewhere, right? I think that was a Camaro. I went by it very fast, but I think it was a Camaro. Could be wrong. There's got to be an Audi out here somewhere. Come on, Audi. Are you the Audi? No, that's a Nissan. That's a Porsche. Is the Audi in the lead? Could be. I know that's a Porsche because it's that yellow. You can see that from a long ways away. Porsche. So, Audi or Mercedes? Come on, let's be an Audi. Let's see here. Santos and that. Yeah, it was a Mercedes. Was it not? I'm pretty sure it was. 95 seconds. Huh. Tailgate. Okay, well, tailgating and slipstreaming are two very different things. The tailgating, and broken steering. Okay, make sure you have your volume up for a stage like this. There's that horrible grinding sound. Right after that grinding sound, your steering changes. You want to be kind of in the middle of the track as much as possible so that when the grinding sound happens, you're not going to be totally smashing into a wall, okay? That's my one little tip, is try to be in the middle of the track as much as possible. Okay, with tailgating, you don't have to stay behind him. You just have to have your front bumper behind his front bumper, and you will log distance. That includes being at a dead stop. So we had some interesting races. I forget, again, someone might remember the series I'm talking about here, the special event. But it was at Nürburgring, and at corner 1, I shoved a car off track, got him stuck behind a wall, and then got right behind him and trapped him there. And I just sat there getting all my tailgating in. You just have to be within X amount of distance, whatever they say. You don't have to be moving. And it was an event that I couldn't pass it any other way until Speedmaster figured out that if you don't get all your all your tailgating in on one lap, you just wait for him to lap you and get some more in. So that's pretty smart. I'm really trashing this other Nissan. Actually, I'm totaling both of our Nissans. So see that? All sorts of tailgating getting done while I was not in the lead. Same here, look at this. All sorts of tailgating done, when I'm not directly behind Eric. That's what I mean to be saying. This has been pretty nasty here. I'll get my 95 seconds in here pretty quick. I thought about taking Eric off track, but there's really not a point to it here. It's just gonna, I don't know, it's just kind of annoying. So I'm not doing that, but I've definitely smashed the snot out of Eric's car. And Team Nissan's gonna really have my head. Stage 3 rewards. Here we are at Stage 4, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Really? That's intriguing. I mean, maybe it's not, but we just don't see that too often. So getting a nice array of tracks here, I like that. Okay, so I like to get into position first and then worry about slipstreaming or drafting. So I'm probably going to do that again. Let's just see here, unless it ends up being a disaster. Sometimes, like 10 seconds is a lot. Well, we'll just see how this works out. That's what I'm going to try the first time around. If I fail, I'll do it again. Sometimes you can't really do that. Oh, they're formation driving. So he's going to keep it to the left, which really makes it annoying to get around him. But, and let's see how low I can keep it on the speedway here. Let's see how all of that is on track on the speedway. How low can I go? Can I keep my tires under the white? Get a bit of slipstream from you. Okay, so I've got to lead the draft, not be behind, which I do think it actually did say. I think it did. Oh, I really overshot my braking zone there. That was bad. Okay, well that might make this too difficult. Oh well, let's just keep going and see how this works out. I wanted to win every single race, but that might not be possible here. It might have been too ambitious for me to try to do that all the time. I'm starting way too far back in this rolling start race. It does not look like it's possible to win this one. Like, I'm really far back with only one lap to go. So, whew, get myself into, what, it was 7th place, I believe. Not quite getting that braking point there. That's a really difficult section on Indy Road Course. Very technical. I find that very challenging. 8th place. Okay, where's the next dude? Come on, dude. Oh, I'd love to be leading a slipstream right now. No, there he is, way up there. This is going to get challenging. Leading a draft can be difficult because the bots often, you got to keep them pretty close to you. Woo! They often want to get around you. And 7th, he's not going to be driving too aggressively. He's going to be annoying. Well, I'm getting nothing right now. Oh, gosh. It's a little ways until I'm in the, we have a bit of a speed run coming up here. Come on, man. Where are you? What are you doing? Fall in place. Okay, I got to set this up. Come on, man. We're on the same team. We're both driving Nissans. You got to work with me here. I think we need to get our principals on the radio to get us lined up here. Come on, man. Where are you? There you are. Now, you got to watch the, just keep his distance marker in the center of your car and you're good. See that? Okay, I got some nice in there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, if you go too slow, you can't slipstream. I don't know if you know that. Some people don't know that. Okay, well, so we got to really set this up. I'm going to reel him in. Come on, man. There he is. He's right on my bumper. Awesome. But then he tries to get around me. Not awesome. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Get some more in. And there we go. I can leave you behind if I want to. And you can't get overtaken. Quite a few of these races are saying don't get overtaken. So we'll abide by that. That felt really slow because I had to let him catch up so much. But that's cool. Kind of fun. Oh, I didn't address this yet. By now, people have already been, I'm sure someone's already messaged me saying, how come you have $6 million M? How'd you do that? And invariably, some people accuse me of cheating. No. Yes, it is a nice round number. Bonus amounts take you over the 5 million cap. So what I do is my round rewards, like for VP points, I save all those up until I hit 5 million, and then I go cash them all in. So I might do that for like 3 or 4 rounds, just waiting. And then I cash them all in. And I just don't do any other M dollar races because I can't earn anything. So you'll probably see me go over 5 million during this video. Let's just watch for that. But that's why I started with 6 million M dollars, is because I capped out, or I topped out, and then I just collected all my VP points from various rounds. And there we go. And yes, before you ask, yes, I've regularly asked them to greatly increase the daily limit and the overall limit. Like, I know a $250,000 limit is kind of silly. I feel really bad for weekend warriors that really can't race during the week, and you'd love to earn a couple of million M dollars over the weekend, or maybe 5 or more, and you just can't. And guys, I tell the developers again and again and again, and they take it under review. So I would say as many people as possible, create a ticket and tell them you want the cap either totally removed or greatly increased. All right, so back to the race at hand there. I did a little bit of fuel savings heading into corner 1. I'm not quite sure how generous they are with the fuel, so from here on out, I might push it a lot more. Like there, I'm really on the brakes here. I'm coasting a little bit here, but not much. Just curious. So I kind of want to see. I'm always nervous when it says don't run out. So when it said that, I've gotten as low as 0.01 that I still passed. I'm pretty sure you can use all the fuel, and as long as you cross the start-finish line, you're fine. But coming up here, I'll just keep the pedal to the metal and let's just see what happens here. See if I do run out of fuel. I think they gave us more than enough, but not much more. Let's just see here. I'm getting pretty low. 3, 2. Yeah, if I didn't save fuel, I'm not sure. So maybe you have to save a little bit. Okay, push for top 3 with an average speed requirement. Okay, don't think that's going to be difficult. I'm going to see if I can win, because I love to win, baby. Now, average speed, going up high where that guy is, it's actually better if you want to really build average speed. But if you want to finish fast, catch a bit of slipstream, zip around you. I'll call it slipstream because I'm on the road course. If I was going on the speedway, I'd be saying drafting because that's the difference between the two different organizations pretty much, as far as NASCAR and other series. But average speed here, it's a complete. Oh, actually, look at this. Traffic's already bunched up, so average speed will not be a problem. Going the whoa! Oh, are they formation driving? Okay, he's left. If they're formation driving, the next guy will be staying to the right, regardless. Oops, regardless of where he is. I don't think I'm allowed much off track. I'm just surprised at how he was. Usually they give you the line. Well, I guess we'll find out pretty quicker. Obviously, first place is in sight. So this is, nope, he's not formation driving. So this is not a problem. Oh, he's just in the wrong spot. Oh well. Lost my average speed, but we've got a big speedway run here. And I can get some nice average speed built up again. I'm going way out here to build up average speed. I was kind of hoping I could tuck in behind the Camaro. But I still got a bit of a push. That's nice. Okay, so we're backing up this braking point. This is the one braking point I'm not too confident in yet. That's better. That's not great. But at least I didn't go flying off track. Definitely would be a problem in a time trial. I would be definitely losing time on that one. And this corner, so this is where you really got to set up the speed run. Just as the curb's ending on the left, you just have to get on the brakes a little bit, and then you are out of there. Yeah, you know, I am really enjoying this car. There's a lot of cars I don't like McLaren Speedtail. Yeah, whale tail is what I call it because it handles like a whale. Yes, I know it was created for straight line speed, but we ended up on a whole bunch of tracks with technical corners because that's what we get in this game. So I will probably never drive that car again. Like I'm not even going to drive it to finish the series. I can't stand it. Looks cool. Yeah, it's fast, but there's other cars that are faster. This car, a lot of fun to drive. This Nissan Z GT4, I'm loving it. Okay, I'm going to do something you don't have to do. I want this race to be shorter. So let's see if I can do it clean. I'm going to give Zoe the pit maneuver, and just to slow her down a lot. And then, because I got to lap her, and she's in a nasty mark. Oh, I think I cracked my windshield. I'll check that in a bit. I heard cracking sounds. The secret to doing a pit maneuver without getting damaged, you got to get off the. Oh yeah, it's cracked. You got to get off the gas right when you're turning the person to not get any damage. Damage in most cars. Well, okay, you always have some loss. It's just what are you losing? So in some cars, you lose top speed and just a tiny bit of grip. In other cars, you can lose a lot of grip, but very little top speed. It just depends on the car. McLaren MP4X, in that car, you lose quite a bit of top speed. Really hard to notice any acceleration loss because that car is insane. But then you also lose a little bit of grip, I've noticed, in that car. So in cars that I drive a lot, I make sure I know how it changes after damage so I can adjust my driving. This car, I don't know. I don't know what it does. I can't really tell that it did much at all. Mind you, that is stage 1 damage, very minor cracks. So there's only 2 stages of damage in this game. Just 1 and 2, duh. But stage 2 damage, you're totaled. You can't get more damage than that. So at that point, it doesn't matter what you do. You can bump and pass, you can do whatever you want. You can completely destroy your car and it won't get any worse. But I've just got stage 1 damage, which feels like it didn't do anything, but it would have done something. Like a little bit of something somewhere will have changed. But I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just keep this going. And, well, of course we're going to keep it going. Where's Zoe? I think I should be able to get her pretty soon. Like, what is it, 4 kilometers? Roughly 4 kilometers. 2.5. Okay, I've got a big speed run here. I'm going to make a lot of gains on her here because she's hitting the technical section of the road course, whereas I'm on the speed section. So let's watch. It was 2,500 as I was getting onto the speedway. And, oh, yeah, look at that. Substantially closed that gap. Oh, yeah. I closed it by 1 kilometer. Nice. There's my heavy braking zone. Okay, now I'm back. I will take the technical section way faster than her. So how close was I? I know it's right around 4,000 meters. She's right there, isn't she? Yep, she is. See how close it is. Just over 4. Okay. Nice. Oh, that wraps us up for this one. Stage 4 rewards. Here we are, stage 5. All this makes sense. Very technical track, Circuit of the Americas. It's a really good track for this car. Lots of technical sections, lots of really sharp corners, as well as some more wider corners. Really opportunity to make the most of this car's technical S sections. S's. Yeah, quite the track. Okay, well, we're going to have some fun here. Interesting to see what the speed run's going to be like, because now we're getting close to what you need to have for upgrades to finish. I'm pretty sure I can take this section full throttle. I need to optimize the race line. That car was in the way. Oh, a little bit sloppy there. Very close to totally going off track, but I didn't. So that would have been okay in a time trial. So a little bit of adjustment here. This track's a little bit unforgiving with some of these really sharp corners. Like corner 1 here, my goodness, that's sharp. Very sharp corner. Oh, that is not a good entry. Now, I'm pretty sure I can drive it in pretty deep in the S's here, the first section of S's. So I'm just see how accurate I am. Like I shouldn't only be braking here. Pretty good. Oh, a little bit loose there. But, boy, where was the speed run? Okay, well, okay, the speed run's going to be right here then, coming up. I better set this up. I'm actually a little bit worried. I'm wondering if they've made a mistake. Because I've already hit high speeds. Okay, that wasn't optimal. So let's just see what happens here. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Not sure how deep I have to drive it in. I mean, I'm kind of getting close to the braking zone. Really close. Oh, that was okay. Actually, I was okay. My entry from the corner, my exit of the corner was bad, but I was still on the brakes before I had to be. But they took it right to the line, and I had no slipstreaming. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh, I'm only in 3rd place. Okay, good. I'm glad. This is a little bit challenging then. I mean, I'm sure I don't have to win this race, but I want to. Let's see. I want to get in the lead. 2-2-2. That was funny. Yeah, let's see. Oh, he's going to be perfectly in the way of my braking zone. Well, let's see if I can do something, get around him nicely here. Oh, losing my grip. Nice, getting a little bit of a scrape on that guy. Now, I'm not going to really learn much about how to take this because my race line was all messed up there. This section, I often have trouble right here. This is one of my weak spots at Circuit of the Americas. Circuit of the Americas, though, is probably probably been my best track for Group A times in weekly time trial tournaments, like 300 gold type of a thing. I have had several here. In fact, I think my highest placing ever was here in the Volkswagen No, it wasn't this particular variant, but in the Volkswagen IDR, I was in like 20th or 25th, maybe 25th at this track. That's really high. It was a shocking lap in that car. Something about this track is so technical. I usually don't do good at those, but I do good at this one. I do well. I'm not a great clock racer. I like traffic. I like to get around traffic and to really find ways to get around people. I'm good that way. I'm not much of a clock racer. Identify Tony Stewart was one of my favorite NASCAR drivers for quite a while back, way back when. That's not that long ago, honestly, but same thing with him. He wasn't great at the time at like poles, but he was great getting through traffic. He did really good at that. Interestingly enough, he's still he's doing Top Fuel. I forget. Drag racing. I think it's Top Fuel. I could be wrong, like the top level. I might be wrong on that, but I was watching drag racing one day and I was shocked. It's Tony Stewart. Kind of blew my mind. I thought he was retired, but apparently not. So, well, he retired from NASCAR. Yeah. He drove many different racing series. Anyways, don't want to get all into that. So, not much difficulty so far. So this section here should be full throttle run with no one in my way. Let's see. Yeah, you gotta just watch your race line, but that's pretty good. You can keep that full throttle pretty easily. Gonna take an outside overtake on you, a fellow Nissan and Team Nismo. And we still have 2 more to go. You know, I'm a little bit nervous about the time. I don't know what my lap times are here in this car. Okay, well that was bad. That was not a very good line on that corner. Let's see how I do here. 6th place? Seriously? Yeah, I gotta get up through this thing quickly. Okay, this is not optimal. Losing a little bit. Not too bad, not too bad. No one in my way for this little section. That's good, because this is a nice speed section, technical. I mean, so this whole track is so technical. These super sharp hairpins, I mean, I don't know, not really a hairpin. I don't know, broken paperclip. They're tricky. They are difficult. This is a track where any type of steering assist does affect you. It will limit you. Even steering assist low, I find here, it's just not good. I find it, I don't know. I just find it limiting. I find it really hurts your race line. So, that was not good at all. But I run steering assist off basically everywhere all the time. Okay, this corner, you got to take this wide so you can get a really nice run. Oh, that's a nice run. I still feel nervous about my time. I shouldn't, but I do. I just don't know what I'm looking at here. Like, I'm going to have less than 2 minutes for my last lap. Is that enough? I don't know. Or kind of right on 2 minutes. Not quite. Okay, there we go. 220. Oh, that just scared me. 226. I was about to get like, what? But that includes an out lap. So I don't really know what a lap's going to be here. It's I should be fine. They shouldn't be making it difficult, I don't think. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I did better there. I'm not in first place yet. Come on. Whoa, that's not going to help very much. Now I'm really in a wrong spot. Oh, nice overtake, though. That's not optimal. Kind of watch this and just like, what are you doing, man? I feel so sloppy. Braking fairly late, though. Okay, well, that's first place. I should get him pretty soon. I should be fine on time. I think I'm going to end up having, like, what? 15 to 20 seconds left on the clock? You think that's right? I think I should have about that much. Ooh, big gains on you. Oops, tag, you're it. Didn't mean to do that. Definitely not how I want to be taking a corner. getting all contact like that. Maybe I was too wishful thinking on the 20 seconds thing. Huh. But this is way better. That 2:26 scared me. That's way, way, way wrong. Okay, not 20 seconds. Not too far though. Not too far off 20 seconds. Like we're rounding this corner at, and this was sloppy. I made quite a few mistakes. Right in that window, 15 to 20 seconds. Nice. Okay, let's see if we get something difficult here. Warm up your tires to at least 80%, then set the fastest lap. Okay, I recommend getting your tires up to 100%, and there's a way you can help yourself do that, and that is to throw your car in a big skid. Look how slow it's building. Okay, so we're at 16, 17, 18, so 17, we'll call that. Look at that. Now I'm up at 28, 30, 35, see that? And if you go off track at all like I just did, it goes down. So sliding, you build up a lot quicker. Check it out, check it out. So have some fun drifting it. Who cares what position you're in? In fact, if you want to have a really fast lap, ooh, that was sweet. Make sure there's no one in your way. Like you could actually park it for a while and do donuts if you want to, and have no one in your way for your timed lap. Look at that. My timer didn't start. This is not a timed lap. I want my tires at 100%. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get them at 100%. I'm going to really set up the last corner. I want my exit of this corner to be very, very good. I want maximum speed as I hit the start-finish line. Okay, almost 190 as I hit the line, right around 185. That seems pretty good to me. Set the fastest lap. All right, and now I'm going to have some... Oh, that was a horrible race line. Oh, my goodness, ME7. I started my turn too early. Okay, Santos, you're going to mess up my S's here. But, oh well. That was the Audi. Ooh! Getting all sloppy there. I'm sliding all over the place. Come on, brake a little bit earlier. Power through, power through, power through. Let's go. Okay. I don't know if this is going to get really difficult yet. I'd love it if it did. So one reason why I haven't talked about this once. Bot slowing, bot management. No, I've done none of it, as you can see. I'm winning by massive amounts. I'm seeing how difficult this can be if I run it really aggressive. So far, really not that difficult. There were certain races that were impossible to win, so it wouldn't have mattered, but I've got a lot of first place finishes. Okay, come on. Oh, didn't want damage. I don't think I damaged myself there. I think I'm good. But definitely all this stuff has hurt my lap time because, well, these guys were in the way. So if you want a really fast lap, you just do donuts for a while, let everyone get a massive lead. But even now, I mean, I've actually driven up. I'm going to be in 5th place before the end of this. So you'd have to waste a lot of time. I'm hitting him at the worst spot. Man alive, that's horrible to hit him right here. Oh, tag. Did I actually get damaged? Oh my gosh, that's surprising. Oh, way faster than the competition. 15 seconds. All right, this is the finale. Huh. Start, so I got to cross the finish line going a certain speed. However, I need to do donuts. No, it's not a requirement. I like to do victory donuts. So I'm going to find a place to do donuts during this race. Well, I'm already in 4th place. So if I get to the lead quickly, and then I build that lead, then I can find a place to do donuts. Got to see how well this car can do donuts. Sometimes high grip cars are actually hard to do donuts in. This car's got good low speed and good high speed grip. I like it. Some cars just have good high speed grip, like the 2024 Formula 1 cars do not have very good low speed grip. Not bad, but definitely not good. Older years had better low speed grip, but the high speed grip of the 2024 cars is very good. And they are stinking fast, and definitely the fastest way you can earn M dollars is in the 2024 Formula 1 cars. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, you know what? I'm in 1st place. Let's warp ahead. All right, we skipped a whole lap there because it was just going to be an empty lap of me driving. Look at my gains. Massive gains. Like, that's crazy huge. Oh my goodness. 1 kilometer? That is a shock. All right, I'm going to have time to do some donuts. However, do not do them right at the start-finish line because you've got to cross the start-finish line with a certain amount of speed. And I know this because I failed this. You might have noticed at the end screens, I've altered the pay so you can see what I would have had if I hadn't maxed out my earnings. I've already maxed out. I've gone over the $250,000. Okay, check it out. Ooh, that was slick. That was slick. I like that. I just did a nice slide into some donuts. I'm not going to do too many. In fact, maybe I should pull out. Yeah, let's pull out. So I can still set up the last corner because I really need to set this up so I can be crossing with the right amount of speed. Oh yeah, way more than enough. Nice. Awesome car, guys. I really like it. There's the Stage 5 rewards. Here's the final shot. Please like, please subscribe. Here's the driver view video I was talking about. Here's some other things you might find interesting. And thank you so much for joining me today. Best of luck to you getting your Nissan Z GT4. Bye-bye now.